You've given it multiple chances and you keep telling yourself that it'll get better, but it never does. I'm not gonna say I cheated, but like I just wasn't really learning anything. I would probably fail if I forced myself to take another accounting class. If you thought you had life all figured out, you don't. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I'm going to be talking about signs that you should probably change your major. I'm going to be using myself as a case study as I go over these signs. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and also comment down below what your major is. And yeah, let's get into the video. So the first sign that you should switch your major is if you are disinterested or unmotivated in your classes, in your major classes, of course. Compared to some of the other classes I've been taking this semester, my accounting class is my least favorite class. I can say that with confidence. And I don't even like using the word hate, but I'm literally miserable. I cannot focus during my lectures. I can't even bring myself to read the textbook or take notes. I'm barely getting by. I've kind of been finessing the class rather than actually learning and like, you know, understanding concepts. And that's just because I don't really have interest in what I'm learning. And as a result, I've been struggling. I've been down bad in that class. So if you're feeling a similar way about your major classes, I think that is a very strong sign, because you don't want to be somewhere where you feel miserable. So the second sign that you should switch your major is if you've been exploring other options, you know, and even better if you actually found something that you're interested in. So I am currently an accounting major, but I have been pretty indecisive ever since I was in high school. When I was in high school and I was applying to colleges, I was actually looking for nursing schools because I thought I wanted to do nursing. I know nursing and accounting are like two completely different fields, but when I tell you I've been exploring and doing a lot of research. As of now, I have a biology minor added onto my accounting major because I thought I was going to do some type of healthcare career. Currently, I'm taking a ton of computer classes because I've found that I'm actually pretty interested in like technology. It's definitely more interesting than my accounting classes. But yeah, if you've been researching and exploring other career fields, trying to find something better than what you're in right now, I think that's a strong sign that there is probably something better out there for you, which you will find, because there are so many careers. I feel like there are a lot of careers that people don't even know about. So the third sign that you should probably switch your major is if you've given it multiple chances. You've given it multiple chances and you keep telling yourself that it'll get better, but it never does. I've been taking accounting classes since I was in high school. Every time I took it, I barely retained any information. I straight finessed that class. I'm not gonna say I cheated, but like I just wasn't really learning anything. I didn't really understand what was going on, but after every single class I took, I kept on telling myself it'll get better, because I liked the idea of accounting, but the reality just did not reflect my idea of what accounting would actually be like. So I kept on telling myself it'll get better. It's not gonna get better. I don't think I can take another accounting class. You know, I honestly don't think I could take another one. I would probably fail if I forced myself to take another accounting class. So if you've given it multiple tries and it just isn't working for you, stop trying to convince yourself otherwise, because sis, it's just not gonna work out, and you just have to accept that and move on to something better. So the fourth sign that you should probably change your major is if you thought you had your life all figured out at the ripe age of 18 or some other like early young age. You thought you had everything figured out. What I didn't realize is that life is going to throw curveballs at you all the time. Chances are this little plan you have for your life is not gonna go as planned. I said planned so much, but yeah, if you thought you had life all figured out, you don't. If that is what's holding you back from switching your major, it's a red flag right there, because you know, at the end of the day, you have this structure, you have this path you want to go on, but when you know it doesn't go as planned and you kind of have to break out of that structure, well, you don't have to, but you have the choice. A lot of people might not want to do that because that was never part of the plan. You kind of need to realize that if nothing changed, what you need to realize is that a person who can change nothing, what you kind of need to realize is that a person who can give up what you kind of need to realize is that a person who cannot give up anything can change nothing. See, that's a quote from Attack on Titan, and when I heard it, I was like, that sounds so good. No, but my point is that everything's not going to go as planned, and we kind of just need to accept that that's just how life is. You kind of just need to learn how to adapt to these changes. And yeah, the fifth sign that you should probably change your major is if it's the security and salary that's keeping you in that field. Money is cool, yeah, but also have to remember that money does not equate to happiness. It can do things for you, but it can only do so much. There are other ways to make money outside of your career. That's something you need to keep in mind. What you also need to keep in mind is that there are a lot of career fields that you may not even know about that pay just as much or better than what you are trying to cling on to. Accounting, if you take a certain path, you can get paid a lot of money
while you're still like fairly young, and that is kind of what draws me in. And also the fact that there's always going to be a need for accounting, for an accountant, and also the fact that all these boomers or whatever are about to retire, so there's going to be a huge vacuum. There's going to be a huge space available for these new generation accountants to kind of fill that void.
So it's like that, security, that sense of comfort is what is really making me want to stay in accounting. I've actually found career fields that pay just as much, if not more, than what I would be getting paid if I am going down the accounting route. You just kind of have to realize that money is not going to bring you happiness. And I kind of realized that when I started working and I started getting my paychecks, I was making money, but is it making me happy directly? Maybe temporarily, but it's not gonna make me happy for a longer period of time, which is kind of what I want. The sixth sign that you should change your career or your major is if you are scared to start over, or if you're scared of change. If you're not willing to give up your comfort, good change is not going to be able to come to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I am such a great accounting candidate, and it breaks my heart. The thought of having to start over honestly breaks my heart, but I really can't let that fear dominate me. If I don't change now, a few years down the line, I'm gonna wish I had changed now, because it's not too late. I do get FOMO. I am afraid I'm gonna miss out on opportunities. I am afraid I'm gonna fall behind, but at the end of the day, you have to remember you can't be comparing yourself to other people's paths. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's life has a different path. Starting over it's not a bad thing. Sometimes you have to kind of just focus less on the outcome and just focus more on the journey. I'm saying a lot of hoo-ha right now, but there's actually truth in what I'm saying. If you decide to change your major, senior year, I mean, you might have to stay a little bit longer than you planned, but you'll still be happy that you did it, because then you'll end up working in a field that you actually enjoy. The sooner you get started, the sooner you can reach your goals. The last sign that you need to change your major, this is a really big one, is if you don't feel excited about your future. Thinking about your future does not make you feel excited. It doesn't make you anticipate, Now, accounting is not the most exciting field, but I mean, I can still see how some people would be excited to be in that career. But when I think about my future in accounting, I just think about money. I just think about the money and the upward mobility. It doesn't necessarily excite. Well, money makes me excited, but accounting as a career as a whole doesn't necessarily do that. Now, if you tell me I'm going to be working with computers and creating things and helping businesses, that excites me a little bit more. You will know, you'll feel it in you if thinking about this career path if thinking about it makes you feel good, or if it just makes you feel like when I talk about accounting, it's like and you don't feel that excitement in me. But when I talk about something like computers and technology and info systems, I feel a lot. You can kind of feel my energy switching up a little bit, or maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know. Those are all the signs that I've noticed in myself that should have made me wake up and realize, hey, you need to switch your major. I'm very close to switching my major. If I don't get this internship that I have an interview for, I will definitely change my major like right after. But if I don't change it, somebody needs to slap me. This marks the end of my video. If you enjoyed this video, if you took something away, if you got a little bit of confirmation what you were thinking already, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos related to, you know, college, life, beauty, personal finance, and money, and all sorts of fun stuff. And I will see you guys next time.